Hi, in this episode, you'll learn how to read an EDIFACT order's purchase order line by line and quickly identify who buys, who sells, and what is ordered. Let's get started.
The ORDERS message is the purchase order. It is typically sent from the buyer to the supplier. After that, the supplier replies with an ORDRSP, which is the order response. Then comes the ESADV, which is the shipping notice, and INVOIC, the invoice. So, ORDERS order is the starting point of the entire order to cash process. An ORDERS message always follows the same high-level structure. First, the header section, where we define the documents, dates, and business parties. Second, the details section, where we list the order products. Third, the summary section, which contains control information and close the message. We start with UNH segment, which is the message header. UNH indicates the beginning of a single EDIFACT message. The value 1 is the message reference number. This is an internal identifier that must match the value used later in the UNT segment. ORDERS D96A UN tells us the message type and version. ORDERS means purchase order. D96A is the EDIFACT directory and version. UN means UN EDIFACT standard. Next is the BGM segment, beginning of the message. This segment defines the business document. The code 220 means purchase order. PO 123456 is the business document or the purchase order or the PO. The code 9 means this is an original message, therefore this is not changed or cancelled. In short, BGM tells us what the document is and how the business identifies it. DTM stands for date, time, and period. The most important part of this segment is the qualifier. In the first DTM, qualifier 137 means document date, the date the order was created. The value 2026-0110 means January 10th, 2026. The format code 102 means the date is in year, month, date format. In the second DTM, qualifiers is 2, representing the requested delivery date, which in this example is January 15th, 2026. The NAD segment identifies business parties. NAD with qualifier BU identifies the buyer. NAD with qualifier SU identifies the supplier. NAD with qualifier DP identifies the delivery party, meaning where the goods should be delivered. The numeric value is typically a GLN or another agreed party identifier. Without correct NAD segments, the order has no business context. Now we enter the detail section. Each line segment represents one order line, meaning one product. Everything that follows a line segment belongs to that specific line until the next line segment appears. The line segment starts an order line. The number 1 is the line item number. Item 001 is the product identifier, and IN tells us what type of identifier it is. The PIA segment provides additional product identification. ABC123 with qualifier BP represents the buyer's product code. This allows buyers and suppliers to reference the same product using different codes. The IMD segment contains the product description. Qualifier F means free-form description. The text is meant for human readability. In practice, systems should never rely on IMD for identification. Products codes are always more important than descriptions. The QTI segment defines the order quantity. Qualifier 21 means order quantity. The value 100 means 100 units. The DTM segment at line level defines a delivery date specific to that product. This allows different products in the same order to have different delivery dates. The PRE segment contains price information. Qualifier AAA usually represents the unit price. The value 10.50 is the price per unit. Depending on the agreement, this price can be informational or contractable binding. The UNS segment marks the start of the summary section. CNT is a control segment. Qualifier 2 typically represents the number of line items. The value 2 confirms that the order contains 2 product lines. UNT closes the message. The number 23 represents the total number of segments in the message. The value 1 must match the message reference number from UNH. UNZ closes the interchange. It confirms how many messages are included and must match the UNB reference. Common ORDERS errors include missing delivery party information, incorrect data qualifiers, misplaced quantity segment, and mismatched control counts. Most EDI errors are structural, not business related. To read an ORDERS message quickly, first check the UNH for version, then BGM for the order number, then NAD to identify buyer, supplier, and delivery location. Count the LIN segment and compare them to CNT. Finally, verify UNT and UNZ. In the next episode, we will continue with the ORDRSP message, the supplier's response to the order. We will analyze how orders are accepted, modified, or rejected, again line by line.
If this helped you understand EDIFACT orders, check the description for the checklist and subscribe for more EDI tutorials.